Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Donna Gray. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. I'm so excited today to bring you this brand new, beautifully braided bundle that is going to be available on the 3rd of January. Or if you absolutely love it and you're watching this before the 3rd of January, you can pop these items into a starter kit and join my team if you simply can't wait until the 3rd of July. But it is a beautiful bundle. It's got a punch, and the punch is the braided border punch. So it actually locks down and stores flat for our convenience. And you just undo the lock and it opens up, and that's how we actually get to punch our border. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm using a combination of Blushing Bride and Blackberry Bliss, sorry, I had a mental blank then, for my card. So what I thought I would do is, with a piece of Blushing Bride, first of all, I just wanted to show you how to use this braided punch border. So you may be able to see, or you may not, but there's little lines here that we can line our piece of cardstock up in the punch. So I'm going to line it up with that line, putting it flush up against the edge here, and just press down and punch. Now, the next thing is, you can see this patterned piece right here. What we do is we pop our patterned piece over that pattern that's on there. So we line it up, we make sure it's flushing up against the side again, lined up with our pattern, and punch. And then same thing again, line it up with that pattern, making sure our edge is right up against the edge of the punch here, making sure that that is all completely on the pattern, and punch down. And you get this gorgeous strip of braided punched cardstock. So I'm going to pop that aside. So that's how easy it is to use the punch border. So I'm going to pop that aside, and we're going to do a little bit of stamping here. So I have a piece of Whisper White that is cut at 5 3/8 of an inch by, 5 3/8 of an inch this way by 3 5/8 of an inch that way. My Blackberry Bliss is cut at 3 3/4 inches that way by 5 1/2 inches this way. So that's going to give me a tiny slither of a 1/16 of an inch border to line my card. I'm using a beautiful Blushing Bride base, so I figured that was going to look quite nice on my base like that. So what I want to do is, in the stamp set, it's got this gorgeous flower, and it's also got this piece here that we can color our flower with. So what I'm actually going to use is, I'm going to use my basic grey to stamp up my image, to ink up my image and stamp that onto my card. And that's going to give me the outline look for my flower. Now I want it to be over as close as I can towards this edge here, because I want to pop my braided piece down that side. So I just want to pop that flower as close as I can over to that edge and stamp it down. Now this is a photopolymer stamp, so give it a little bit of time for the ink to soak into your cardstock. And there we have a gorgeous stamped image using our basic grey. So the next thing what we're going to do is, we're going to take this shaded image here, and we're going to use our Blackberry Bliss, and we're going to colour up our flowers with the Blackberry Bliss. Now, you don't have to be totally perfect in how you line these up with your flowers. It's more or less just to give the flower a little bit of colour, okay? So we're aiming for that bit of a watercolory type of look. Going outside the edges is totally okay. So we're just gonna add some colour onto those flowers, okay? Now, what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to trim off just the little tiny pieces that are not quite right on this braided piece here. And get it ready to pop onto the edge border of our card. So I'm just going to pop it down the side edge like so. Okay, so with my liquid Tombow, I'm going to pop some Tombow on the back of this braided piece. So I'm just going to randomly pop some Tombow around, just brushing it over that punched out piece to be able to line it up on the front of our card. You don't need a lot of Tombow. One of the main things is not to use too much Tombow because it will ooze out onto your card and you don't want to have that. So we're just going to line that up, leaving a tiny little edge just on the outside edge and pop that down onto our card. Okay, now any pieces that are popping out over our layer, we're just going to trim off with our scissors to make that nice and flush with that front layer on our card. Okay, so now I'm going to mount that up onto my Blackberry Bliss layer. So we get a gorgeous backing layer of Blackberry Bliss to give us a hint of that colour and to bring in that colour of those flowers for us. Now I have a Whisper White piece for the insert of our card, so I'm then going to ink up this stamp again. I'm really only going to ink up the top flower part because I actually want to stamp off. I just want to pop some of those flowers coming in on that bottom corner of my card. So just like so. And I will just clean up my desk there so we don't get any ink on things that we don't want it on. I'm going to bring in my Blackberry Bliss again and add a little bit of colour to those flowers. So once again, randomly, you don't have to be particular with where you stamp that colour on there. Okay, now I'm going to bring in my Blushing Bride base and we're going to fold that in half using our bone folder. And I'm going to layer that with my liquid Tombow to the inside side of my card. And I'm also going to stamp, there is a stamp, so this is giving us an 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. There's also a stamp in here, it says friendship refreshes the soul, because I'm actually going to stamp on the front, your smile brightens my day. So I'm going to grab a little block so that we can pop that stamp onto a block. And I think with our gorgeous Blushing Bride, no, I'm going to stamp it in Blackberry Bliss. The thought process here, I'm going to and fro.
You didn't happen
And
to
I'm
use the chamois.
So I'm just going to stamp that down in the insert, and then I'm just going to grab a strip of paper and I'm going to stamp that sentiment in Blushing Bride, I think, on the front. Your smile brightens my day. So I'm just going to grab my Blushing Bride. I may change my mind here. I may end up doing it in, you never know. That one there. Your smile brightens my day. Or I might ink that up and do it in Blackberry Bliss and make my decision of which one I want to use. I've got room on this piece of cardstock, so I'm just going to stamp that down like so and make my decision of which one I want to use. Now, I think I'm going to stick to the Blushing Bride. I'm also going to bring in my little mini trimmer to trim that down a little bit and get that sentiment to be a little bit smaller. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to trim off the end like so. And then I'm going to turn it around. This little trimmer we can buy as demonstrators right now. In the beginning of January, during celebration, you can actually get this trimmer for free in your starter kit. So if you simply want to get your hands on one of these cute little trimmers, it's just a case of purchasing the starter kit and you can enjoy the discount, 20% discount. You don't have to sell or do videos or do anything like that. You can wholly and solely join just to get the discount. So you can enjoy a 20% discount being a happy shopper. And I would love to have you as part of my team. So if you love the look of that trimmer, you also get, as the joining special, you also get a pack of Designer Series paper and a stamp set of your choice free out of any of the current catalogues. So out of either the mini catalogue that will be going brand new live or on the 3rd of January, or out of our annual catalogue as well. So it's huge savings. So if you've been on the fence about joining Stampin' Up, I can tell you celebration is the time to join, and I would love to have you as part of my Wild Heart Crafters team. We're an awesome bunch of girls. We and guys are welcome as well. If you're a male out there and you've been thinking about joining Stampin' Up, I would love to have you as part of my team. We have a great community of friends within our team. We have a Facebook page where we have 2 challenges per month, and you choose whether you want to participate. You don't have to participate. It's totally up to you, but it is a great group to get lots and lots of inspiration. So I'm then going to pop that one up. So I've popped the layer up on dimensionals, and I'm also going to pop that sentiment up on dimensionals as well. So I'm just going to grab a couple of little tiny dimensionals. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to use the strip. So this is where the outside of your dimensionals are fantastic. I can use that whole strip, pop it on the back of my sentiment, pull one backing layer off, and boom, I have that sentiment popped up. Now, to add a little bit more interest to this card, I want to add some Wink of Stella, because Wink of Stella just makes everything so pretty. So I'm actually going to Wink of Stella our gorgeous braided die cut piece. So I'm just going over that die cut piece with my Wink of Stella. So that's going to add some glitter and shine on that braided piece. Bear with me while I colour this in with my Wink of Stella. But as you can see, that is just bringing this gorgeous braided die cut piece alive, or should I say punched piece, because it wasn't done with a die cut, it was done with a punch. And our punches are fantastic. They're not hard to use, so you can use them like I did with this one, where you can pop them down onto your desk and punch with both hands, or you can hold them up in your hands and punch as well. And it's fantastic if you don't have and I'm just going to add some beautiful Wink of Stella in our coloured flowers. And then what I'm going to do is spritz this with our Wink of Stella. So what you do is you find something hard that you can bash your Wink of Stella up against, and you just spritz all over your card with the Wink of Stella. Mind you, it does go everywhere, but it creates a beautiful glimmer and shine. Hopefully you can see that in the video in the light. But it gives you beautiful sparkle all over your project. So hopefully you enjoyed that card using our brand new beautifully braided stamp set and our braided border punch. So as I said, this will be brand new, coming in our new mini catalogue starting on the 3rd of January. I would really, if you live in Australia, I would really appreciate your business. It helps me bring you more crafting videos like this. All of the items, as I said, will be available starting the 3rd of January. You are able to put these items in a starter kit right now if you simply cannot wait. During December, you can pop these straight into a starter kit and start earning free celebration items all through the rest of December and starting January, February and March. So for every $90 you spend, so January, February and March is the best time to either join Stampin' Up or purchase from Stampin' Up. For every $90 you spend, you earn a free item out of the celebration catalogue. For every $180 you spend, you can either earn 2 level 1 free items or 1 level 2 free item. The level 2 free items, there's a punch and there's also an embossing folder, and there's also a set of framelits that are in our awesome celebration catalogue. Or you can join my team, get the mini trimmer, get a stack of 6x6 Designer Series sampler pack of DSP, Designer Series paper, and also get the stamp set of your choice. So if you're interested, please drop a comment below, or there is a link to my website, which is www.donnagray.stampinup.net. You can actually click on that link and go straight to my website. You can go to the Join Now page if you're interested in joining, or the Shop Now page and if you're interested in purchasing. Once again, these items will be available starting the 3rd of January 2020, and I hope that you enjoyed this little bit of crafting in your day today. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.